All right, we have with us today Michael D. O'Halloran on the phone. We're speaking to him from Chicago. Mr. O'Halloran, of course, is well known in the industry. He's the executive chairman of Aon Re Global. And so obviously the Aon Benfield acquisition has been in the news, and Mike has graciously consented to be available to us to have a few-minute chat with us. So we'll get him on the phone. Mike, how are you this morning?
Good morning, Frank. How are you?
Good, good. We appreciate you being with us so early, and I guess let's get right to the heart of the matter, if you will. You guys made some pretty big news last week. Benfield is certainly one of the biggest independent brokers, and the fact that you made an acquisition had long been rumored, so you finally pulled the trigger on it, if you will. What made it attractive for you?
Well, there's a number of features to the combination, and it truly is a combination, a merger of equals between, I think, two great reinsurance intermediaries. First and foremost, we found that our business is tremendously complementary. There are minimal overlaps in the clients. There are minimal overlaps in really key personnel. Actually, we view this merger as a strength-on-strength opportunity. They have great presence in the Florida and Southeast property cat marketplace, combined with our big account approach in terms of major accounts throughout the U.S. They have been concentrating, like we have, in high-growth markets like Asia, Central and Eastern Europe, Africa, and Latin America. They share with us in a very significant way in the retro market in the London marketplace. And, you know, it's all about people. There's some outstanding people combined with ours who I think will blend extremely well together. So first and foremost, it was about complementary business models. Importantly, one of the most important things that we saw as well was that we have an opportunity to change the game forever. And that in particular is in the global analytics, modeling, and our client-facing technology. The price of poker to be in the reinsurance intermediate business just went up significantly by this combination. We have been a leader in promoting utilization of these analytical tools for quite some time, as have they. We view ourselves, between them and ourselves, as by far the leading promoter of these value-added tools to our clients. So bringing those two together is significant. And additionally, we have had a very leading market position in capital markets, as have they.
As have they, correct.
The combination of those two things gives us tremendous scale, the ability to take that across the world.
It's interesting that you said that, because I glanced at actually I did more than glance, I poured over, let's not fool ourselves, an interview that was printed the other day in the Reinsurance magazine that you did with Jack Mitchell. And one of the things you mentioned in there was the high cost involved now for new brokers to enter the game because of all the plethora of services that are offered to the clients. And it seems, based on what you just said, that what you managed to do is something what a incumbent political candidate is able to do by amassing a gigantic war chest of campaign money and scaring off challengers. I mean, it would be a very daunting task for anybody to really take a run at the Aon as currently constituted.
Well, I think, Frank, that the game has been changing for quite some time, and the reality is that we have invested hundreds of millions of dollars over the last decade in building out our model. I'm sure Benfield has done a very similar number, or somewhat close to that. And the reality is that to succeed in the future in this space demands that you have these tools, and therefore, if you're going to be only a transactional broker, that will have a different economic value proposition than what we have created in terms of the model of both Aon Re, Benfield, and now Aon Benfield Re.
Let me ask you a question. I'll ask this a little bit out of sequence. I think everybody is intrigued at the way Aon is being run now. I mean, Mr. Ryan, a legendary figure, has sort of moved on to the, if one can say, moving on to the Olympics effort, trying to get them to come to Chicago. and you seem to be more involved than ever. But yet the company is being run by Mr. Case and almost a cadre of professional managers. Do you, if you will, representing the meat and potatoes reinsurance broker group out there, I mean, do you feel as if you have the independence to continue to devote the wherewithal to provide that kind of service to clients and push the envelope on expanding new market opportunities? How is that all fitting?
Well, actually, it's fitting better than I could ever expect it. If you look at our senior leadership model, it's pretty simple and quite clear. We have myself and Andrew Appel, who is an ex-McKinsey guy running global reinsurance. We have Steve McGill and Ted Devine. Ted Devine came from McKinsey global retail. And you have Catherine Haley and Bal Bijit, who comes from McKinsey, running the consulting group. And so in each instance, we've got people from the industry, people who have been recognized for their talents across the industry for many, many years. And then we have a partner, and somebody who comes with a great background in process and integration and management. So I mean, the combinations are just kind of a powerful combination. Quite candidly, I mean, obviously I started Aon Re 20 years ago. Was given that great opportunity by Pat Ryan, and as the first member of that, I've seen lots of changes in many years. But since Greg Case has come on, it has been delightful to work with him. Gives us tremendous independence. The word entrepreneurial is still very much part of the culture of Aon. And particularly in the reinsurance side, this has been an operation that has performed extremely well for many, many, many years. Hard market, soft market, doesn't matter. And so, Greg's day-to-day focus has not been on reinsurance. And the reality is that with this new combination, it'll be business as usual.
You told me once, Mike, from a common sense point of view, you were always scratching your head a little bit, and in the best of all worlds, were wondering why in the reinsurance broker space, post-contract, no thought had ever really been given to combining forces on a joint clearinghouse, the way other industries do to take care of the back office operations. Do you still feel that way?
Well, that was some time ago, Frank, and subsequently there's been improvements in efficiencies certainly across our company, and somewhat across the industry. But we will always look to finding better, more efficient solutions for our clients' interests to drive the economics of the industry. And if one of those happened to be a broader clearinghouse that would make sense for our clients, we certainly would investigate that.
Oh, okay. One final point, if I can. A lot of people are always interested in this. How is Mr. Ryan? Can you give us a little update? What's he doing?
Mr. Ryan is doing fantastic. He called me last Friday from Beijing.
Oh, my.
He was there for 23 days.
Oh, my God.
Of the Chicago Olympic effort, and he said it was worse than being at Monte Carlo, PCI. He said, 6:30 in the morning till late at night every day, trying to, get people's interest in terms of supporting the Chicago bid. And he was very energetic, and I know he's back this week, and I'm hoping to see him actually today. But he's still very active in the sense of being available to all of us and colleagues across the world to help us in any way we can. Of course, he's got a major job in this Olympic bid effort, and I would never bet against Pat Ryan.
No. I think the roadside is.
I think we have a great chance.
No, we wish you the best. Certainly, it'd be a heck of a lot easier to get to Chicago. I happened to be in Japan last week, and about the most interesting part of the visit was the 1-hour time difference between Japan and Beijing, so we were able to watch everything live. So, it worked out very well. Mike, I want to thank you very much for taking the time today. I know our viewers will appreciate it. So thanks a lot.
You're welcome, Frank.
All right.